Two arms, a sound, when battle lines are drawn. Enemy deceived, schemes that drag us down. And take moving on. Put on the whole armor, stand strong against the night. Shield of faith, the burning flame, extinguishing the lies and shame. The call to arms has sound. When battle lines are drawn, enemies deceived, with schemes that drag us down. And take that armor on, keep on moving on. Put on the whole armor, stand strong against the night. Shield of faith, the burning flame, extinguishing the lies and shame. The call to arms has sounds, when battle lines are drawn. Enemies deceived, with schemes that drag us down. Then take that armor on, keep on that drag us down. Take that armor on, keep on moving on. Put on the whole armor, stand strong against the night. Shield of faith, a burning flame, extinguishing the lies and shame. The call to arms are sound. Battle lines are drawn. Enemies deceive with schemes that drag us down. And take that armor on, keep on moving on. My cat wants some treats, so we're just gonna have to stop the whole concert. You're more important than however many people are just watching. Yeah, they all left. Or almost all. I've had her for like 18 years. I got the thing froze somehow. What the hell happened to my internet? I'm not sure if you see what's happening or if you just see that. Okay, now we just broke the internet. Brought my cat out to have a smoke with me. She just knows what to do. I quit smoking like 8 days ago. So you can see I'm probably not talking about cigarettes. So I started smoking cigarettes about 8 days ago. I don't know if you can see that shit, but fucking my fingers are turning into nicotine color. So this replacement therapy is good for now, but I don't want to be a fucking green-fingered nicotine person. So the next step is to quit the cigarettes. But since I don't even like cigarettes, I figure they're the best demon to battle last. Now I'm going to read to you something. Read it to me, actually. So I can even read it. Get it all in there. God created God created things which had free will. That means creatures that can go either wrong or right. Some people think that they can imagine a creature which was free but had no possibility of going wrong. I cannot. If a thing is free to be good, it is also free to be bad. And free will is what was made evil possible. Why then did God give us free will? That's probably a good question. Because free will makes possible any love or goodness or joy worth having. A world of automata automata, I don't know what that word is, of creatures that worked like machines. Designed for his higher creatures is the happiness of being freely, voluntarily united to him and to each other in an ecstasy of love and delight compared with which the most rapturous love between a man and woman on this earth is mere milk and water, and for that they must be free. Of course, God knew what would happen if they used their risk. Perhaps we feel inclined to disagree with him, but there is which all there is which all your reasoning power comes. You could not be right and he wrong, any more than a stream can rise higher than its own source. When you are arguing against him, you are arguing against the very power that makes you able to argue at all. It is like cutting the branch you are sitting on. If God thinks this state of war in universe a price worth paying for free will, that is, for making alive world in which creatures do not it's my tense words. Like every line I forget where I am. If creatures do real good or harm, and something of real importance can happen. Instead of a toy world which only moves when he pulls the strings, then we may take it is worth paying. Where is it? There's a really good verse that I found. I'm only in the Genesis. This is how much more I got to read of the Bible. It's a freaking big book. Genesis 33:4. I don't know why I remembered that, but I did. And this is a story about two brothers. It really is cool. But Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. Then Esau looked up and saw the woman and children. Who are these with you? He asked. Jacob answered, they are the children God has graciously given your servant. So I'm going to stop there before I pass where I even know what I'm talking about. When it says they wept, that's tears, which are symbolizing the fact that they're letting the past go. And Jacob and Esau are also two brothers. So that's kind of a pivotal moment in that kind of a story. It describes human connection between the two brothers and forgiveness because Jacob could only limp, and his brother still ran to him and was willing to let go of all of his deep-seated wounds, and he embraced his brother and actually or kissed his, threw his arms around his neck and kissed him. So that's pretty cool. Reminds me of my own problems in life. And sometimes brothers isn't always your brothers, but it could be just people in general. But in this case, it literally is his brother. And then back to where I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Jacob answered, "They are the children God has graciously given your servant." The maidservants and their children approached and bowed. Next, Leah and her children came and bowed. Last of all came Joseph and Rachel, and they bowed too. Esau asked, "What do you mean by all these droves I met?" "To find in your favor in your eyes, my lord," he said. But Esau said, "I already have plenty, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." "No, please," said Jacob. "If I have found favor in your eyes, accept this gift from me. For to see your face is like seeing the face of God now, that you have received me favorably. Please accept the present that we brought to you. For God has been gracious to me, and I have..." We're losing it. "I have all I need." And because Jacob insisted, Esau accepted. Then Esau said, "Be on our way, I'll accompany you." But Jacob said to him, "My Lord knows that the children are tender, and that I must care for the ewes and the cows that are nursing their young. If they are driven hard just one day, all the animals will die. So let my Lord go ahead of his servant, while I move along slowly, at the pace of the droves, before me and that of their children, until I come to my Lord in Seir." Esau said, "Then let me leave some of my men with you." "Why would you do that?" Jacob asked. Just let me find my spot. Just let me find I know I just read that. So that day, anyway, I'll just go somewhere. So that day Esau started on his way back to Seir. Jacob, however, went to Succoth, where he built the place for himself and made shelters for his livestock. That is why the place called Succoth after Jacob from Paddan Aram. He arrived safely at the city of Shechem in Canaan, and camped within sight of the city. For 100 pieces of silver he bought from the sons of Harmar, the father of Shechem, the plot of ground where he pitched his tent. Therefore he set up an altar, and he called it El Elo Israel. Yeah. Still no clue what any of that means, but back to this part. It really is cool. Maybe you're Esau, and you've got someone in your life that maybe has wronged you, or maybe you're Jacob, and you're trying to get the strength and the courage to stop limping, or maybe you can't stop limping. But if you're limping, that means God's going to run to you. Don't stop. Have a good night.